Hi, I'm Laura. Welcome to our Cotswold home. We found this house in November 2021. It feels crazy now that that's the case because it's taken nearly 3 years to renovate it. The original house was from the 1600s, a very old farmhouse, and then the Victorian additions make up a lot of the house, and they had lovely high ceilings, big windows, lots of the rooms are double aspect, which is really unusual for a house in the Cotswolds. One of the biggest bonuses was it wasn't listed, which is again incredibly rare in this area. It had been a working farm, they had a lot of outbuildings, which I think put a lot of people off. But for us, we saw the potential in removing some of these outbuildings to create this amazing kitchen space. So in January 2022, we owned the house and we got started straight away. We managed to get the old part of the house totally done within about 9 months, which was amazing. This extension, which I'm in now, took rather longer and only just finished this summer, so almost 3 years later. But the thing with this is we wanted to create this amazing family space. I wanted it to feel very traditional and like it had always been there, but my husband Patrick and the architect had other ideas, so we kind of blended my orangery style windows and doors with the glazed link. Actually, I do think that the finished result is brilliant, and I'm really pleased we have got the extra glazing. So we wanted the kitchen up this end, and because it's part of a wider sort of family space, whilst it has to be practical, I really wanted it to be beautiful. We've got the arches around the room a lot, so I really wanted to keep this non-arched and very square. These are wonderful, and we've got these Armac Martin mesh, which kind of mean you can see a little bit inside, but they also mask anything too messy. And then this marble, we flew out to Italy to source this with Porta Bathroom. It took ages to find the right stone. I think I really wanted the warm, kind of rusty marks and veins to come through, as well as the black and white. The best bit is we have this amazing pantry round the back, which at the start of the design, we had half of this as a pantry, and then this bit was going to be a playroom for Lily. But actually at the last minute we realised that she just wants to spend time with us anyway, and this became a full butler's pantry, chef's kitchen. We have a second dishwasher here, which is a drawer, and a full sink. And when we're hosting, we can really prep everything and hide it away around here, and then keep the main room just looking elegant and tidy and perfect for guests. So this is brilliant, we love this space. So when it came to designing the rest of this space, the architect had the plan that the dining area would be in the middle next to the kitchen, which would be logical, and then the seating area down this end. But I really wanted to make the most of the space, and I always love to have a dining banquette, and so we needed to put that up against the wall. And I love the way it wraps around to the glazing. But yes, the pieces in here, I've got a real mixture of, these are Marco Bellini's Camaleonda, which are made by B&B Italia. B&B Italia brought them back in 2020, so we purchased these at the very beginning, which is my top tip when you're doing a house. If you're renovating, at the very beginning when your budget is feeling kind of full, buy a few pieces that you love, whether it's wallpaper or art or design pieces like these, because at the end there will be no budget left. So yeah, so we've got these and we've got the Gooby Pasha chairs, but then I've mixed them with the Soho Home lamp and the Soho Home table. We've got a lovely Nina Campbell piece over there. I love bamboo and texture. This mirror is a vintage from Paris, a vintage piece. The piece of art over here is particularly special to us. It's by an artist called Louise Howard, who is very talented, and she does this amazing figurative painting for the face and then gets really creative with the rest. But this piece here is really special. It's wallpaper that was in Patrick's flat when he grew up as a child. It was his mother's wallpaper, so that's amazing. And then for the banquette, I had this made bespoke. The fabric is by Andrew Martin. This is an Andrew Martin cushion. This is by my lovely friend Cindy, this fabric. I love this fabric. So yeah, I've brought in pops of colour with the art and accessories. Because we designed the space to be quite an orangery style, I wanted to fill it with trees. This fiddle leaf fig is amazing. It's obviously very tall. I'm very happy here in the light. It's so lovely to have nature inside, and that's such a big part of my design, is to always incorporate as much nature as I possibly can. So this is the original entrance to the farmhouse, and the original staircase. It's such a different feel to a lot of the house, and we kept it, and we took off a lot of layers of paint to get that lovely wooden exposed look again. And it's lovely to have the contrast between this and then the Victorian staircase, which is through the other side of the house. The laundry room was originally the dairy of the farm. It was a really rustic room when we first bought the house, and we've kept some of the detailing, the old beams and the old door. But we wanted a really big space that could not only house all our laundry and our washing and the dogs, but also Lily has a cupboard full of her crafting and stuff. So it's a very family used room. So this was the original kitchen when we bought the house, and it's part of the original farmhouse. So the ceilings are slightly lower, it's got a different feel. And I knew that when we eventually changed it and took the kitchen out, which only happened a few months ago, I wanted it to feel very cozy. It's kind of like a hallway library room. We've got the amazing drinks cabinet over there, and this is our joinery for all of our coats and boots and things here. We also added the downstairs cloakroom, which I can show you in a second. The wallpaper is a real statement, and I added that quite last minute, and I'm so thrilled. It's by Kit Kemp for Andrew Martin, and it's actually linen rather than paper. It just makes the room feel so cozy and so elegant and decadent at the same time. I'm really happy with that. This beautiful drinks cabinet is something we've had and kept with us for years and years and years. I originally found it in Talisman in their warehouse in Somerset. It was hidden behind a door, but we've had this for over 10 years now, and it's such a wonderful piece. The last thing we added to this room when we moved the kitchen out in the summer was a downstairs cloakroom. When we bought the house, there wasn't a loo downstairs, so we added this, and I always think it's a really lovely space to have fun with decor. This wallpaper is from America, and I bought it at the very beginning of the project when we still had budget, because American wallpaper is definitely not cheap, but we absolutely love it. It's so beautiful, and it's got a real sort of elegance again. I think the theme throughout the house is kind of old school elegance, but in a modern way. And yeah, I love this room. So this is the family sitting room. I think when we finished the kitchen, we worried that we might not come in here as much, but it's such a cozy evening room. We always come in, light the fire, it's perfect for movies. These sofas are so comfy, Andrew Martin, and these are amazing Jonathan Adler cushions. I collect a lot of the accessories from Jonathan Adler, I love these. And then we've got more Slim Aaron's prints on the walls. I designed bespoke the lovely Burr piece under the TV, which is amazing because it hides away all the kind of clutter. And we've got this lovely green on the walls, which is Willow by Paint and Paper Library. I love to use lighting to add character and fun. So in here we've got this amazing CTO pendant and this beautiful palm, which is a vintage 70s, I think, or even 80s piece. And then I brought in the Paolo Machino bamboo fabric on the curtains. And all of the upholstery and curtains in the house have been made by this amazing lady called Kath Groves, who lives locally and is just a superstar. She's done such a good job. I mean, the way they hang, you can see, is so beautiful. The piece in the middle of the room, the footstool, I wanted it to be soft. I didn't want a hard coffee table, but I also wanted it to be practical. And Alice Grace, who has recently launched a furniture range, this is one of hers. We had it made bespoke in a larger size. So yeah, that's the kind of cozy centerpiece to the room. So this is our daughter Lily's bedroom. We created all this joinery bespoke because we wanted her to have good storage, but also we wanted this lovely reading nook here in the middle. And we put these shelves in actually for trinkets because she loves to collect, but actually it's perfect for her teddies, so her teddies have all been squashed in there. This is a beautiful piece which was by my lovely friend Mouse Cazalet. And we lived with Mouse in the first lockdown, and Lily was a baby and Mouse's little boy was the same age, and this brings back really happy memories for us all of being together then. And then this amazing bed, which everyone who comes round, the children are like, oh my gosh, is from Scandibone and is, yeah, really fun while she's little, although the slide is actually really steep. So they do go quite fast when they come down it. But it is, yeah, it's wonderful. And yeah, I love this room. We've got Molly Mahon wallpaper and the strawberry fabric on the blind, and the curtains is also Molly Mahon. And then the bobbins, I wanted to add the bobbin detail, which is just a moulding company that we had, and we made the shelves to match with the bobbins as well. So yeah, I love this room. One of my favourite rooms to design always in a house is a main bedroom. I love a main bedroom suite. I love to create a real oasis of calm away from the rest of the house that can be bustly and busy. And I always like to keep the colour palettes quite soft. In here we've got a really lovely soft Mylands paint on the wall, and then this fabric from Liberty was my inspo and my sort of jumping off point for the room. I always have one thing that I find first, and that was the fabric here for the curtains. I also love Burr wood, which I've been a fan of for years. My designs, however much I love brown furniture and antiques, it never ever works in the rooms I design. So Burr is a way of me bringing in lovely texture and using either vintage pieces. We have a few around the house in Burr. The bed and the bedsides I had made and designed. The bed is Emperor because we just had the space, so we thought, why not? One of the other things I love about this room is the fact it's dual aspect, so you get the morning light and the afternoon light as well, which is amazing. When we bought the house, it was actually a drawing room, an upstairs drawing room, and this was closed off. There was another bedroom the other side that you accessed from the landing in the hallway. So we knocked through and created another archway into the bathroom. And then we wanted to create a really lovely space that felt really decadent and elegant and spacious. So we decided to use the wall behind to put all of the wardrobes and cupboards, and then bring the shower and the bathroom all around here. This is all stone again that we sourced from Italy with Porta Bathroom. It's Dover white. It's absolutely stunning. I fell in love with it the moment we saw it. So when we designed the shower, we wanted it to be a real statement piece and to keep the marble so that it really was a work of art. So we had this idea to create something really big and open. The bath, again, we wanted something really elegant. It's lovely to be under the window. And actually now I've got my Grove bath oil that we've designed, which is just amazing. The vanity units, again, we wanted to keep the same feeling of a solid marble block so you could really see the pattern, and they've done such a wonderful job here of where they've sort of blended together and mitered it. Whenever I design a main bedroom, I always try and make a special area for the joinery and the wardrobes to go. Sometimes it's a special walk-through wardrobe. In this situation, we needed to combine it with the bathroom because we didn't want to have a full wall across this way, blocking all the natural light. We stepped back the first cupboards so it didn't feel overwhelming and like just a big wall of cupboards. I wanted to add fabric to them to give them a real softness, and it's the same fabric as we have on the headboard in the bedroom. It's from Johnson's of Elgin, and it's such a beautiful wool. So we're really happy with how this has turned out. So this is one of my favourite rooms in the house. It is my study and it's very calm. I really wanted to create a sense of, I guess, somewhere to be creative. So for me, I need that to be quite calm and uncluttered. And I decided the first thing in this room was the paint colour, which is Leather 3 by Paint and Paper Library. And I wanted to do it in like a full gloss, so we managed to do that for the windows and the joinery. And then I found this amazing paper by Anna Glover, which is so beautiful. This is a really special room to me because not only is it where I've designed most of the house, but also it's where I created my new brand that I've just launched called Grove England. And all of the ideas were inspired by the house and the gardens. It's named after the house. This room is the place where that all started, so it's really special to me. I hope you've enjoyed the story of our home. I really enjoyed sharing it with you.